So beginning this shift, going for the Uber Eats bonus promo called the Quest, specifically Uber Eats Quest. The first order got spectacular $38.52 came in as the offer. 38.52, and this was for one trip to Costco for one single thing. And then I opened it up and after I accepted it kind of quickly, and it's going like 14 miles or so. That's the big thing, I guess, that people were not willing to shop and go that long because it's quest time and everything. But I snagged that one, and it was for a cake, and that was it, like a half cake, and $38. Incredible. The cake is only like $18 or so in cost. And then I got it, it was also shop and deliver. So I was thinking in that method because you need three during the weekend time for a $15 bonus. So I had one already and I need two more. So this is the second of three. And I actually, in this shift, end up hitting all three, so I get the 15. But this is a secondary bonus next to the 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. bonus for $32. So that would be $47 altogether. $32 for 8 trips if you can do 8 trips in 4 hours, which is relatively not that difficult. Yeah, so I went ahead and go take that one out. Now it's going to take 45 minutes plus, and it did, but the pay is so good for that I mean, I'm not gonna worry about that too much. I mean, it offsets even if some of your bonus money is lost. But we'll find out if I ended up hitting all of those, in fact, in a little while. See, when you are taking the mile per dollar, sometimes it works for you. Here's a $10 to go 10 miles for a Church's chicken. That'll take 24 minutes or so, and it's bonus time, of course, so I'm going to take that one. But if 10 plus, 38 would be $48 for the first 2 orders to go, 10 plus 14, 24 miles. So 48 for 24 miles is actually $2 per mile, even though this one is exactly, pretty much dollar per mile. The first one was so good. So I just keep it moving in order to get money rolling in. But you can use a good order like the first one, the point being to offset a mile per dollar. So I know you don't, perhaps a person doesn't want to break from the principle of $2 or $1.50 per mile or whatever to, pay for car wear and tear and fuelage and everything. But if you keep that in mind, if your first order is so good, like if you're making $2, $3, or $4 per mile, you can use that as a buttress or support for the shift's orders to come, that where you may see 2 or 3 orders come in dollar per mile, but you need income and you need to keep it rolling. So it'll pull it down, maybe in the end, the $2 per mile. So it really does work advantageous to take a real good order up front, or in the first 2 orders, so to look for something like that. That way you don't have to worry about it too much. And then a silly one came in while I'm going on the Church's chicken, $1.50 to go 28 minutes. So that maybe that's $3 per hour. So for 5 miles plus, and they want you to pick up, 4 things from CVS, and it's a shop and deliver, so you'll need to pay and get in line and everything. Plus, it includes the expected tip already. So, oh boy, that's one I'm just glad to pass by. It's the weekend time, so I can wait for better. So I was talking about 5 to 9 is bonus time, 4 hours. Here's one at about 6:15 or so. I get a Whataburger for 20 minutes, go 3 miles, and you get paid $6.50. So yes, I'll take that as part of the 8 orders to keep that time moving and go for the bonus money as I'm able to. And then when I was on that one, the CVS order came in for $7.50 to get one thing over 20 minutes and just go 3 miles for a simple add-on. So yes, that completes the shop and delivers that I needed 3 for the weekend. I hit 3 out of 3, so that's a quick $15. So that one's really $22.50 for one unit to go 3 miles. So really nice there. That completes that side of the bonus. And now back to the main one. But I'm going to go ahead and take a quick Mickey D's around 7 p.m. $5.25 for a couple miles, over 15 minutes. I'm going to knock that one out real quick. And then I'm going to begin a double order, $18 to go 13 miles over 42 minutes. I had to match with that one, so I hit that button. It was all the things were nearby. The 2 shops and 2 drop-off locations are just, they're kind of, I'm in the middle of them. And that's why it's 13 miles. I have to go one direction for the 2 shops, another direction for the 2 residences. But I'm able to get that in under an hour, hopefully there with 42 minutes. And that one was actually a triple order, because while I was on that, something else came in. And yeah, I don't have the other third order. I don't know what else came in, but I was able to take something different. And that completed all 8 trips in 4 hours. I was done by 8:15. And you always want to aim for ending early, if at all possible, because you don't want to run the chance something will go wrong, and hit all bonuses, because the end bonuses are the greatest. So 4, 6, 8, and 14 equals $32 extra in that 3 hours, just over 3 hours. So that was really nice. After that, I continued on with a shift for a little bit, just to get me back in the direction I came from. $5.50 to go 6 miles. That's just because I don't want to drive any dead miles. Very important. Look for, even if it's, bad ratio like that, just take it. If it's going back in the direction you need to go to kind of end your shift, don't drive dead miles. It's a real good beginner tip, advice, maybe you've heard before. And then while I'm on that one, I actually picked up the second add-on, $7.50 for 2.5 miles, and it's going in the same direction, back at the direction I'm going. So why not add that second one on? That'll take you 15 minutes or so. Even though it's alcohol, I take a risk, because alcohol recently discovered that you need to take it back to the store if the customer doesn't have an ID or something goes wrong. But out of like 8 out of 8, 9 out of 9 times that I've taken them, maybe 10 out of 10, I haven't had the instance but once, I think, and that's where the customer just was displeased. They didn't have an ID. They just refused the order when I got there. And thankfully the shop, which was had liquor in it, was quick to take it back. So there was not a lot of time loss there. And again, sometime after 9, I took a couple of orders, a double for $25.50 to go 14.9 miles. Not too bad on the ratio side, a little under $2 per mile. Over 43 minutes is the thing to get that $25.50. So I'll go ahead and take that one, and that one turned out okay. Nearing the end of the shift, though, 9:30 or so, I took Raisin Cane's chicken fingers, $9, 5 miles, 5.5 miles, and a $16 again Raisin Cane's to go 9 miles, over half an hour or so. That's a good hourly rate. And that was pretty much towards the end of the shift. So I think it went okay and everything. There's other things, maybe another order or 2 or 3 I went on that I didn't include, but at the end, I ended up with over $200, $205.27. And that's all done in about 7 hours or so. So around $30 an hour, slightly under, which is a very good hourly rate. And on the mileage, I did maybe 1.8, so $1.80 per mile. Not my best, of course, but that's not too bad. Some other time, if you average things out and you look for, okay, I didn't do so good a mile. If I'm $2 per mile is my goal, then maybe next time we hit $2.2 per mile, and it averages out. So it brings that 1.8 up to 2 flat. on both sides of the issue. So if you think about that, if you think about averages over time, over a week, a month, a year, you can come back and just do better next time with that and accept more right things, be a little bit more patient, or go more busy times and be a little bit more patient. There's a couple different ways to think about that. So, yes, thank you for visiting with Dark Biscuits today. Hopefully, at least a little bit of this was able to be of assistance. And you can like and subscribe to the channel for more when videos are released or get notified when that takes place.